Yeah, and that was one of the problems is with Donald Trump. You know, the world no longer trusts you. We don't know what happened, why you didn't help us change the regime in Iran. I mean, that's what we Iranians voted to to see happen somehow, which it never really got done. It was just you were try you uh, I don't know what to say. I mean, you wanted the regime change. You went about it by assassinating one of their generals, and as far as the people go, you didn't see any need for the people, uh, and you just created a whole world of either you or the Democrats who are against you. You've just created, for me personally, you've 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 created a whole world of unreasonable uh, expectations. I mean, the first expectation I've had of you wasn't even to change the regime in Iran. It was to introduce uh, Art 4, Art 4 by Darius Shokov to New York and the USA. But then we really did start getting involved in the fact that me as working to overthrow the regime of Iran. But then you had so many celebrities from America um, trying to outshine me every day, that it became just so unreasonable to deal with you. So I mean, we became unable to support your reelection. I mean, you might as well have told Gandhi he couldn't free India because he hadn't stepped into the ring and beat Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match. I mean, that's how you might as well have told that said that Barron Trump can't get a visa to go to Russia or to your own golf course because he wasn't in a boxing match with a heavyweight champion, or in a basketball game with Stephen Curry. I mean, the the level of ego in American politics really shamed me. I mean, it really doesn't really shame me. It really puts it really put shame into everything because celebrities have to realize that at some point there's people who have worked very hard at things that have nothing to do with their sport or other things, and you can't just say that people like Mahatma Gandhi or myself are racist and we're all this other stuff, or you can't blame us for not. I mean, you can't blame me for not doing what you asked me to do when would you. It wasn't a logical, even educated. It wasn't a logical or even an educated step towards the outcome that we both are looking for still today, and quite positively for the world, which is my request, which is my dream, not my dream, but it's my absolute demand that something different happen in Iran. The visas for Iranian for expats from Iran, not expats, but people from Iran who demand freedom of speech, civil rights, end to Islamic Republic's government, and system of governance or system of governance. We demand an end to these things. We demand to have freedom of speech, requests of government rights, just like any other European country, or any other, or other country, as it comes to the freedoms that they all have, and traveling rights, traveling to and from that country, So you didn't do anything actually to support talking and dialogue and putting people who were supporting you in a ways to help you be the person that you said you wanted to be when you campaigned as a Republican or a Trumplican or a Trump as to be a president of the United States. And the whole world is now left with the remnants of you fighting against a socialist empire, mad as hell, at you, and everyone that you dragged into the political arena with you. And we're all wondering what you're going to do to get yourself out of it. Obviously, the only thing we can do to keep feeling alive, I guess, and shining is to keep supporting you, watching you, even though you refuse to do what we ask you to do, and have any content, and refuse to, and you refuse to do what we say you should, or what anyone says would help you actually do the right job, do the job. So I think I'm starting to I just want to disconnect from the whole Trump vision, or the Trump campaign, and start my own I'm starting my own campaigns, just like I had before Trump came along, and still working on changing the regime in Iran, which it really needs to pay. It needs to pay the price. It needs to pay a huge price to all the people it imprisoned over the last 40 years. All the political people it imprisoned. It owes them money. It owes them time. It owes them freedom. It owes them health. It owes them property. It owes them lots of things. And it owes them rights to visit their country and rights to be free. And the people have the right to overthrow the regime, and it owes the people freedom from that regime, and freedom from the laws that the people have hated, and as you've seen in the last 20 years, 30 years, and especially in the last 4 years. And even right now, there's protesting seriously to get rid of these laws. And I'm asking also for a complete ban on the Islamic laws that Iran has for at least 1 year or 2 years. And we are demanding it or change and overthrow of this current regime. My name is Shahin Shukufanda. I'd like to be the leader of the Iranian people.